All right, hey guys, how's it going? One of the things that I get asked about a lot is how to set up a league file when you join a league or if your file gets corrupted somehow. So I figured I'd make a video to try and help you out. For anybody watching, this is going to be VBL specific, but if you're in a different league, you should be able to follow along and use this to help you create a file. One thing I should point out is that this is going to be Windows specific. So if you're a Mac user, um, hopefully you can find the similar paths of what I'm talking about. A good rule of thumb that I always tell Mac users if you're completely lost on the Mac is just go into Out of the Park, create a generic MLB game, and then go find it in your file path, and then that should help you kind of match up what you're going to see here. Also, if you don't have a program on your computer that helps you extract a zip or a RAR file, I use WinRAR, so you could just go to winrar.com or win-rar.com, just download the file, install it like you would any other program, and then you should be good to go. All right, so for this, we're going to go to the VBL.org, and then if you scroll down to League Files, right here, this link is always updated. It updates automatically, so this path will take you to the most up-to-date file. So we're going to just click that, and we're going to let that download. And while it is, we're going to go into just Documents, and then Out of the Park Developments. Whatever version you're playing, we play on 22, so you're going to open that up. You're going to scroll down, and you're going to go to the Saved Games folder. And here you can see I've got a league that I play in, BSA, I've got pub that I play in, and then VBL, which is my league. This is nothing. This is just like, how it looks in a default mode. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to right click in this box. I'm going to go to New. I'm going to hit Folder, and we'll just name it testvbl.lg. If you're setting up your league, though, you're going to want to name it whatever the league is, .lg. All right, perfect. Now that should be done downloading. It is. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to just right click on this. I'm going to go to Show in Folder. It's in my downloads. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to right click on that file. One thing I should have noted, my game is closed right now. Your game should be closed as well. So I'm going to go to WinRAR. I'm going to hit Extract Files. And then it's going to let me choose my path. So I'm going to go to that folder that we just created. And I'm just going to click it, make sure it's highlighted, and then I'm going to hit OK. All right, so that is going. Perfect. All right, so once it's done, then you're going to load up your game. You're going to hit Load Game. You're going to select the one that you just created, and you're going to let it load up. So you should see a bunch of general manager accounts. For this demonstration, we're just going to click the guest account and hit OK. You would probably, depending on your situation, you might do the guest account for now and then get your own password and whatnot later. But obviously, if you're in the league, you just select your own team. And now I'm just going to close the game. And I'll show you why we're doing that in a second. All right, so now I'm going to go back to that folder. Most of these folders do not auto-populate until you open up the league file for the first time, like we just did. So now we need the settings file. So we're going to go back to the VBL.org under the league file, and we're going to go to settings file. And we're just going to click that. It'll take you to my Google Drive, and we're going to download. And again, just for this demonstration. I know it goes to my downloads folder, but I'm going to do show in folder. Now, one thing that this trips up a lot of people, so I'm going to just do it in the most simple way that I can. So I'm actually going to right click on this and I'm going to hit copy. And now we're going to go to that test VBL folder that we created that has the league, and we're going to go right into this settings folder. And now I'm going to right click, and I'm going to hit paste, and then that should be good to go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my downloads, and I'm actually going to delete this. And the reason why I'm deleting it is sometimes if you're in multiple leagues and you download the settings file for that league, they're all named the same. So if I downloaded a VBL and a BSA settings file to my downloads folder, one would be named this and the other would be named this with a 1 in parentheses. If you copy over that 1 in parentheses file to your league file, it's not going to work. And it's something that usually leads to frustration. So the best rule of thumb is make sure that you're saving the settings file in some sort of unique path. It can be on your desktop, your downloads, whatever, but I would get rid of it after you've copied it over. So now we're going to go back to the game. We can just continue. And we're just going to use the guest account. So the way that you're going to know if you are all set with that settings file is, let's just say you were the Austin franchise. You would have an option to export your team under this actions right here. And if you export it and it says it was received, then you're good to go. Another thing that you could try is just go to File, Online League, Download, and let that download. If that downloads, that means you're connecting to the FTP server, which means you're good to go because you wouldn't be able to do that unless you had the settings file. So everything should be working in good order. It's downloaded, it's saving. And I should say, it's always a good idea to just do an export. Even, sometimes I'll put, like a pitch count or something on a pitcher, or just something, and make sure the commissioner got it. But I haven't seen an instance where somebody's on an up-to-date file, they export, it says success, and the commissioner didn't get it. So the last thing that I usually do is I just go back to my downloads, and we don't need this file anymore. So we're just going to trash it. And then you should be good to go. In another episode, I'm going to show you how, if I go back to the VBL, I'm going to show you how to install all this stuff right here. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope it helps.